Hey everyone, welcome to Plants and Politics. So I had something else I was going to share with you today, but this came up and I just had to bring it to you. Politico was able to obtain a copy of messages on WhatsApp, and the messages show that Matt Gaetz's friend, Joel Greenberg, was freaking the fuck out, to put it plainly, and he reached out to one of their mutual friends for help, somebody who was politically connected, according to Politico. Greenberg allegedly messaged this person just 5 days prior to when he was going to be federally indicted for sex trafficking of the 17-year-old girl that's at the center of all this. This is the same girl in regard to the Gaetz investigation. The WhatsApp message revealed that Greenberg was paying for her legal fees, and he referred to her as Vintage 99. This was apparently the name she used on the sugar daddy website called Seeking Arrangements. And it's said to be a reference to the year in which she was born. Although if you do the math, they're saying she's 20. She was born in 99. She would be older than that. So I'm confused on that. But in any case, the message read, quote, "I'm having to pay for Vintage 99 to retain a lawyer. They, federal agents, contacted her and are wanting her to talk. She doesn't want to talk to them." So according to Politico and the messages they've obtained, Greenberg was livid, and he said that the prosecutor should be fired. He suspected that a political consultant was to blame for leaking the information, and he was concerned that prosecutors had found this 17-year-old by searching through his Venmo payment history. I mean, it doesn't get much more damaging than that. Greenberg also messaged a friend to say, quote, "I'm trying to let everyone know who came into contact with any of these girls that the feds are going through my Venmo history and don't want anyone to be caught off guard." His friend was not happy about this, and he replied that he doesn't have a Venmo account and he had just no history with these women. He then said that Greenberg should, quote, "absolutely positively leave my name the fuck out of any of this. I'm serious about this, Joel." Greenberg then responded to him saying, quote, "understood. My only concern is that I don't know what could possibly come out of their mouths. And if any of them mention places where we met, etc., I would think you would want at least have a heads up if some chick says she partied at your house or something. That's all. I'm trying to cover every possible angle I can think of. I wouldn't want anyone to be blindsided." So this message tells us that this is not just about one 17-year-old girl. He's referring to numerous girls. I mean, he's saying come out of their mouths if any of them mention places where we met, and some chick says she partied at your house. So clearly there's more than one woman, more than one girl involved here. And so his friend then reiterated that he wasn't involved in Greenberg's nefarious or criminal activity. And Greenberg confirmed this. He messaged back saying, quote, "I know you aren't. I didn't mean to alarm you. You've done nothing wrong." In addition, and according to two sources for Politico, Greenberg pressured Gaetz to use his influence with Trump to try to obtain a pardon. This is something that Gaetz denies, but do we believe him? No. One of the sources claims to have heard Greenberg make this request repeatedly. And then another WhatsApp message showed that Greenberg even lies to his friends. I mean, this guy just, God, he's such scum. Greenberg told a friend that his attorney at that time said that, quote, "everyone is going to need a lawyer." So Greenberg's friend reached out to Greenberg's attorney to discuss this with him, and he discovered that Greenberg had lied to him about it. So he sent a WhatsApp message to Greenberg saying, "I have nothing to do with any of this and think it is incredibly uncool you are trying to lawyer me up to be part of it, Joel. Not fucking cool." This friend also told Politico that it felt like a setup That's a direct quote. And the friend said, quote, "It's the same playbook he used against the teacher he falsely smeared as a pedophile. And he'll do the same thing to Gates if he can get less prison time." I don't know if the guy is saying there that Gates is innocent and he's just going to try to paint Gates as the bad guy and lie about Gates, or if he's just saying he's going to give up what he knows. But friends of both Greenberg and Gates have told reporters that the two men shared girlfriends, which that's gross. But one who spent time with both of them told Politico that it was his impression that Greenberg and Gates engaged in sugar daddy relationships, although he argued that it shouldn't be considered prostitution. So he said, quote, "I know Joel and Matt paid some of their bills, rent, tuition, things like that. This is a thing that happens when you're successful and you have these relationships. Are we not supposed to help these women who mean something to us and that we care about? Is that prostitution? Maybe if you're a Puritan. Yeah, maybe if you're a 30-something-year-old man and you're paying the bills of women or girls who are teenagers or in their early 20s, girls and women who would never, ever in a million years go out with you or have sex with you if you weren't paying for their bills. Yeah, that is prostitution. Yeah." They literally would not be doing what they're doing with you unless you were paying them. So yeah, that's pretty much prostitution. These guys, I mean, how they justify it to themselves, they have to have massive egos is what I'm thinking. They've convinced themselves that these teenagers and these young girls are interested in them, as if they would ever give them a second glance if it wasn't for them paying their bills or taking them on trips or whatever the case may be. Yeah, idiots. All right. So Politico tried to reach out to the young woman at the center of all of this, the one who was 17 at the time, but apparently she blocked one of their reporters after they called and texted her to ask questions, and they weren't able to get a hold of her attorney. So yeah, this story keeps just unfolding, but it really seems like they've got Greenberg dead to rights. And this is a lot of written documentation and evidence. And then you've got news outlets out there trying to say that there's no evidence against Gates when there are literal payments that connect all of these people. They're twisting themselves into pretzels to try to make this not so. Anyway, I'll keep you posted. As I hear more, I'll let you know. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Take care. I'll talk with you soon. Please remember to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you're notified of all videos as they hit. All right. Take care, guys.